on the record. Those of you who joined us last week were probably amazed, as I was, by some of the latest research in the field of UFOs.
Offer to negotiate an internal settlement based on one man, one vote. But, he says, there are conditions. These include stopping the...
This is the voice of Allah, representative of the Extragalactic Command, speaking to you. For many years, you have seen us as lights in the skies.
Stop. Just for a moment, and take a deep breath. You're at home. It's been a calm but restless night. You struggle to find some sleep, so you decide to flip on the television. It's your favorite program. You make yourself comfortable as the show begins, but you're not alone. Your faithful companion is with you. With each second that passes, your mind, your body, and your eyes fight you to sleep. It wins. You begin to doze off as the noise around you drowns. For what felt like only a blink of a sleep, you awake to the sound of crying whimpers. It's your companion, scared and concerned. What could it be? As his attention turns towards the other end of the hall, a pulsing light so bright guides its way towards my eyes, and an eerie yet solace hum can be felt bouncing throughout the house. And although your body feels afraid, your mind is calm. It's almost as if it's telling you something to step outside.
Extraterrestrial and might endanger civilian populations.
What if I told you that a giant unknown object flown just a mere hundreds of feet above our heads, with thousands of witnesses and undeniable footage, that even the military couldn't explain it? Oh, and did I forget to mention the governor of the state making a mockery of the concerned citizens who had seen it with their own eyes, stating,
"This just goes to show that you guys are entirely too serious."
Enticed? No. Well, too bad. It happened, and it's known as the Phoenix Lights Incident. On the evening of March 13th, 1997, thousands of people reported seeing a formation of lights moving slowly across the night sky. Witnesses described the lights as bright orbs, and others reported seeing a large V-shaped object. The events lasted for several hours as it slowly made its way through the state, even being observed in Nevada and Mexico. But that's not even the strangest part. Eyewitnesses who found themselves underneath the object flying over them reported not even hearing a sound out of it. No hum, no buzz, no engine. Just lights, and how precise their movements were. This led to witnesses believing that the lights were all connected, with each one being miles apart, creating the perception of a massive craft, larger than any aircraft, man-made. Following this enigma, skeptics were hard-pressed attempting to debunk the phenomena, suggesting that the lights were military flares or aircraft. But many eyewitnesses would disagree, citing the unusual behavior and the appearance of the lights, with even the military denying its involvement or had any knowledge of the incident. But on June of 1997, the United States Air Force eventually stated that the lights were, indeed, flares dropped by A-10 Warhogs. Operation Snowbird was designed as a routine training exercise for the Air National Guard and the Air Force Reserve. The primary goal of the operation was to provide training for A-10 Warhogs pilots, and the exercise took place in the airspace over the Barry M. Goldwater Range in southwestern Arizona. One of the key aspects of Operation Snowbird was the use of illumination flares during nighttime training exercises. These flares are used to simulate the conditions of combat and to illuminate targets on the ground. And according to the military, these flares were dropped in a coordinated manner, creating the appearance of a series of lights or a formation. But how can these flares remain so bright for so long? How can they move with such precision? Why was there no indication or distinction of smoke that a flare would emit? Why were the A-10s so quiet, producing no sound whatsoever? All these questions and no answers. However, the Arizona State Governor, Fife Symington, held a press conference where he attempted to make light of the situation. This caused further controversy, as instead of addressing the situation and answering the questions directly, he brought out a man in an alien costume. Yup, I know. He later revealed that he had witnessed the event himself, but didn't want to report it due to concerns about mass hysteria. In recent years, Symington has expressed regrets for his initial response and acknowledged that the incident remains unexplained. Although Mr. Symington had good intentions at heart, his attempts at creating a facade in order to prevent public panic further results in the people losing trust in our government. What's frustrating about this case is, no matter how in your face or evidential anything unusual occurs that's outside of the realm of explanation, which, mind you, our entire existence revolves around learning from the unknown, and yet nowadays we simply deny it and believe that we have an answer to everything. In other words, if it defies what we know now, then it didn't happen. And don't even get me started on the naysayers who look at every other possible avenue just to avoid admitting that aliens might have visited us. And I'm not saying it's aliens. I would love to, but I'm not. My point is, regardless if it's a secret government project or alien beings from outer space, we must consider all possibilities. Scientist or not, it's a matter of communication and not outcasting the ones who utilize a more sci-fi approach. After all, the truth can be stranger than fiction.